Some say, well, the YouTube, you already know who it is. It is your boy, Randy D, and I'm back for more reactions. And before I can begin that, man, didn't think this legend would pass away so easily. So guys, as y'all heard the news, Jerry Springer done passed away, man. Me and the fam, some of us watch Jerry Springer for its comedy, but some of them has the real moments, it's comedy moments. But basically, we just love Jerry because he was Jerry. From seeing him from his own personal show, him being on Judge Jerry, or even being on gaming shows. But we all are gonna miss Jerry Springer so much. So I'm calling this for next year, Jerry Springer to the WWE Hall of Fame for class of 2024. But speaking of the WWE, let's talk about the WWE draft that's about to happen tonight. Also about the new World Heavyweight Championship. You see this? This championship looks absolutely clean. Like, it looks like the World Heavyweight Championship with the WWE logo, but it still looks clean irregardless. But WWE now has other big problems. But we're going to talk about that after this reaction. So we're going to take a look at this video called "The Biggest Problem in WWE Has Been Fixed." So the video is by WrestleLamia. The link to the video will be in the description down below. So let's get into it, and also make sure to subscribe to WrestleLamia.
The WWE recently announced a new world title, the idea being that Roman Reigns will defend his undisputed championship exclusively on whatever brand he ends up on after the draft, and the second belt will be booked on the opposite brand. However, will this solve the WWE's biggest problem, or will it create more? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleLamia Shorts. First, let's look at the pros. As number one, regular title defenses on TV, live events, and PLEs. Fans are finally going to see the world title on television again, besides around the champion's waist. While Roman has occasionally defended his undisputed championship on TV, it's been an exception. Likewise at live events. However, fans should now be able to see a world championship defended on TV, at live events, and at PLEs. Now, that doesn't mean the title should become so common it's treated like another belt. A world title should be defended on TV, but not every week. As long as the title is treated as something valuable and booked right, title matches will always mean something. Number two, elevate new stars. A well-crafted title run and title chase can help elevate existing stars and elevate new stars. The WWE has so many fantastic workers that it's almost criminal that fans have to watch a world title match and know the challenger has no chance of winning. It doesn't matter if the challenger is a rising star such as Logan Paul or a seasoned veteran like Edge. A new championship should breathe new life into the world title picture, or at least whatever brand gets the belt. Number three, making Money in the Bank relevant again. Money in the Bank has lost its appeal, partly due to lousy overall booking, but also due to the WWE unifying the WWE and Universal title. When Austin Theory won last year's briefcase, the WWE made it clear A-Town had no chance of winning the belt as long as Roman Reigns was champion, even under the most opportune situations. Things changed dramatically with the second World Championship because fans know the briefcase winner has an actual chance as opposed to playing the Roman Reigns lottery. Number four, another merchandise mover. While there may be a minor benefit in the larger picture, a new title should help the WWE move its merch. The promotion has already announced it's taking pre-orders for replicas of the actual title belt. WWE's merchandise revenue is an important component of its financial picture, and every little bit helps. Add in the likelihood that a champion's overall merch sales will increase, and it's obvious how a new title belt can help this area. And number 5, hype Night of Champions and please Saudi Arabia. A final benefit of creating the new World Championship is that it should make Night of Champions seem like an extra special show. It's rare that the WWE uses a PLE to run a tournament to crown a new champion. This should please the WWE's clients in Saudi Arabia, who expect a WrestleMania-level show every time the WWE rolls into town. But those were the pros. What about the cons? While a second world title is long overdue, the second belt could create as many problems as it solves. As number 1, the new world title will seem like a lesser belt. The new World Championship is going to have a major obstacle in its way, getting past the idea that the belt is a lesser belt compared to the Undisputed Championship. How could it not, as Roman's belt is made up of 2 world titles, the WWE Championship and Undisputed Championship? For some fans, and perhaps even the wrestlers who hold it, the new World Championship is going to seem like a consolation prize. One thing the WWE needs to avoid is having Roman Reigns boast about how he's been so dominant that the WWE had to create another World Championship. Unfortunately, that situation is likely to play out, which should do a good job at sucking the life out of a new title before it's even had a chance to be elevated. Number 2, it ignores the Roman Reigns problem. A second World Championship isn't going to address the elephant in the room, Roman Reigns' ridiculous run as Undisputed Champion. The WWE has clearly established Reigns as a generational talent in terms of having an unmatched title reign in the modern age. Nonetheless, the WWE is yet to prove what its endgame is. Does it plan on having Reigns retire with the belt? If so, for what purpose? One of the principles of a World Championship is to use it to elevate and or create stars. Reigns and the WWE have failed miserably here.
Right.
Reigns' title run has surpassed boredom until he drops the belt. He's a liability for whatever brand he's on. Number 3 is the other brand stuck with a part-time champion. Whatever brand has Roman will also have the problem of a part-time champion who rarely shows up on TV and whose title defenses are even rarer. Is it fair to the WWE Universe to have a full-time champion on one brand and a part-time champion on the other? It'll be interesting to see how things play out in terms of ratings as long as Roman holds the Undisputed Championship. Number 4, will WWE devalue the US and IC titles after building them up? The WWE has done a superb job building up both the United States and Intercontinental Championships over the last year, making each belt feel valuable and worth pursuing. Whether or not this has come about due to Raw and SmackDown lacking a full-time world champion, or in Raw's case, a world champion of any kind, or a commitment to restoring 2 once prestigious title belts is open to debate. Nevertheless, fans looking for title matches have been able to enjoy them on a regular basis thanks to these 2 belts. However, will the return of a world title diminish one or both belts? It'd be easy for the WWE to do so, but it would be a mistake. Number 5, it didn't have to come to this. One thing should be obvious, the WWE should have never put itself into a position of needing a second world championship. It's ridiculous on many levels and a classic example of how hotshot booking can lead to problems. Here, Vince McMahon apparently wanted an extra special match for WrestleMania 38, so he booked Brock Lesnar vs Roman Reigns in a title unification bout. The problem was that by putting both belts on Roman, the WWE guaranteed there would be one world championship as long as Reigns' win streak went on. The WWE could have split the belts or, barring that, put the Undisputed Championship on a full-time champion. But how can they fix it? While the WWE is working to fix its world singles picture, why not improve the entire championship picture and give fans on each brand titles to get behind in tag team and singles divisions? Let's look at specific areas that WWE can improve on. Now, the first is split the unified tag titles. Now, I'm really glad the WWE finally took the tag team titles off the Usos. The belts need to be split back into Raw and SmackDown tag team championships.
It needs to be
Both brands need a tag team title that is defended on a regular basis. Another important reason is that the WWE has rebuilt its tag team division so much that some tag teams members are strong singles competitors as well as tag team stars. Finally, 2 tag team championships could help elevate the teams that hold them. Number 2, add a secondary women's title. Now, there have been calls for a secondary women's title for some time. This championship could help the women's undercard by giving mid-card wrestlers a belt to vie for besides the tag team championship. However, would the WWE create a secondary title for each brand? Much as the WWE keeps the Intercontinental and United States Championships on separate brands, or go for one title that is defended across both brands like the Women's Tag Team Championship. While a secondary Women's Championship could benefit the women's undercard, what the undercard really needs is consistently excellent booking. The WWE can boast about its women's revolution, but other than the world champions and a handful of challengers, the women's division is sadly neglected. And brand-specific PLEs. One reason fans could see separate singles and tag team champions on each brand is the WWE may return to brand-specific PLEs. WRKD Wrestling is reporting one format discussed after the announcement of the draft and the introduction of the new World Heavyweight Championship on Raw is the idea of potential brand-exclusive premium live monthly events. Bear in mind that the report states that the format is in discussion, so it's far too early to say whether the idea will be implemented. If it is, having brand-specific titles could make each show seem special, and it's possible the WWE would also go with its previous format of having certain PLEs that are inter-brand. For example, the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. But there you have it, guys. I'll look at the new world title and whether it can solve WWE's biggest problem, or will it create new problems?
Well, let me say this. The new world heavyweight championship, it really does fix one of WWE's biggest problems. Because one, ever since what happened at Day 1 in my hometown in Atlanta, when Roman Reigns couldn't defend his title because of COVID, and Lesnar had won that championship, it had started some problems. It started some problems and just kept on continuing till Elimination Chamber, and then WrestleMania happened, and now we have a full-on part-timer holding 2 world championships hostage. And basically, you can't just keep doing that. And it messes with the flow and the balance of the WWE universe, but also the balance of both brands, which is SmackDown and Raw. Now, SmackDown and Raw needs to have the top world championships on both brands. One cannot not just stand on both brands and just show up when they want to occasionally. They need to have two men at the top of their own mountains. And also, with the World Heavyweight Championship coming back into the picture, it means that down the line in the future, that once Roman Reigns finally loses, the Universal Championship will be basically the red to blue Universal Championship has not been it for some of the WWE fans, because basically, let me just say this: the Universal Champion is done its job for years, but right now it's better that the World Heavyweight Championship comes back into the picture permanently, and that the WWE Championship will come back, and it'll have its brand new improvement once Roman Reigns gets dethroned. Because basically, what happened at but basically, once Roman Reigns gets dethroned, the Universal Championship will be gone, and there'll be a new WWE Championship, maybe with a brand new design, just like the World Heavyweight Championship redesigned. But also the WWE Draft, especially with the Tag Team Championships. They cannot keep having unified champions, because basically, like, like they cannot be just unified champions. There needs to be a champion on both brands, and I hope that on the WWE draft on SmackDown and on Raw that they fix the tag team championship problem as well, because we can't keep having unified championships. You either have one on other brands, or just have one entire championship title on one brand. But either way, there needs to be a tag champion on both brands to elevate the tag team division like it used to be. Also, thoughts about a secondary women's championship. Like, it seems like kind of a good idea, but with everything going on with the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championship, they already have that up for grabs. But also the Women's Tag Team Championships, I think I might have to agree with Corey, because it's not been going too well, especially when you have random people being clutched together to win women's tag team gold. It just feels out of place and out of mind. And I think a secondary women's championship would be a good idea. Like a intercontinental women's championship would be kind of a good idea. But also, let's talk about the other big problems right now. That the WWE is now under fire for racism. This should have been one of the biggest things that should have been talked about for a long time now, and they're finally getting on that issue, because basically some of the racism that's been happening in WWE, it's not been good. Because back then when I was about 12, hearing Vince trying to drop the N-bomb, that was an immediate red flag back then. But it was really a red flag when he started to mess up ECW with its history and started to come on that brand with the effing do-rag and stuff. No, buddy, no. I mean, there was even some talks about the Muslim wrestler. No, WWE needs to put Vince back into retirement, because all these racial booking decisions, it is not good for WWE. Not back then, not right now. They need to stop and focus on the one thing that the WWE needs to be focused on. Wrestling, the right booking decisions, but also balance. WWE needs to have the balance back into wrestling and also to entertainment. Because if you keep creating problems for talent and other people, you're just gonna create a whole lot of problems, and more people will just leave WWE, while some people might not leave and still watch the product, put money into it. People don't know who will be the next big star, or people might dislike some of the other wrestlers because they don't like the wrestler being shoved down their throats time after time. When the people see the next biggest star for WWE, they want to see it in that person. But either way, I think it'd be best if Vince goes back to retirement. Like, even though he might, and I mean might have some good booking decisions, that Raw after Mania still be the worst thing that he had ever booked. And no one wants to be talking about that ever. But anyway, guys, post your comments down below to tell me what y'all think about the video by Wrestling Lemon. Make sure to subscribe to them. Make sure to also talk about what the new World Heavyweight Championship would mean for the WWE Championship, since Roman Reigns still holds both championships, well, both the Universal and WWE Championship hostage. Make sure to also comment and subscribe to this video. Follow your boy on Twitter, Instagram at Diesel687. Share with your friends. Hit the bell so you will never miss another Diesel reaction video. And follow me on Twitch for Diesel Gaming at Diesel687. Or better yet, you can subscribe to my second channel, which is my gaming channel, Diesel Gaming, on YouTube. So, till then, this is your boy Randy D, and this is Diesel Reactions.